Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very important update here on price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, the price of Bitcoin is doing its absolute best to close the weekly above 104,000 because we know this support for now is one very important support which you are not allowed to break if we want to see a continuation like this playing out. Otherwise, the pump what we saw yesterday, day before yesterday, could be turning out into a fake out which we don't want to happen. That's why today this here is going to decide whether the price for the coming days is going to continue with this uptrend or simply fake out. So before we dive into the content, I want you guys to do me a favor and destroy that like button. And guys, if you haven't claimed free bonuses which are available from Bybit, Phemex, OKX, then definitely check the video description. I mean, for now, Bybit is giving around $30,050 in a welcome reward if you sign up using my link. So if you want to trade with free money, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, then definitely check the video description. Now let's look at this liquidation heat map before we look at the price action, because according to this liquidation heat map for Bitcoin has huge liquidity lying around $106,000-$107,000. Yes guys, between that range we have huge liquidity clusters lying for Bitcoin, not just only in a 24-hour time frame but even in a weekly time frame. These are huge liquidity clusters around 106,000-107,000. More than $130 million liquidity is available around this price range. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that Bitcoin first could take out the liquidity here to the upside and only after that chooses a direction. But we are aware, even if that happens, even after taking out the liquidity, price of Bitcoin starts showing weakness, it won't bother us because we know Bitcoin closing the weekly, a proper weekly close above 104,000 means we are going to continue with this bullish continuation pattern known as falling channel or descending channel, because according to this descending channel, Bitcoin has already broken out of this resistance. I mean, the line which previously rejected us has already been broken. You can see here. So if this results in a temporary weakness, then let it be, because we know simply remaining above 105,000 in a bigger picture means Bitcoin could be preparing itself for a continuation which might look somehow like this. I mean, just like I shown here in an example, because we know it is not just only a breakout from this falling channel. Bitcoin closing weekly candle above 105,000 means we are also going to find support above the previous resistance area, and we know breaking out of the previous resistance area in the past price action resulted in a very bullish move. So same thing could be unfolding here. We broke out of this ascending triangle which resulted in a bullish move. We broke out of the upper trend line which resulted in a bullish move, and same thing could be unfolding in our case as well. I mean, Bitcoin finding proper support above 105,000 means we will continue with this uptrend, because we know Bitcoin remaining above that price range means we are also going to remain above this CPR trend line for the month of June, which is very important. Yes guys, in the medium short term, if Bitcoin starts showing weakness but manages to remain above this key support area, I mean this one here, top central and the bottom CPI area, it will be looked as a temporary pullback. Bitcoin coming for a retest and then a continuation of an uptrend, because for the month of June, Bitcoin has printed an ascending CPI which only gets formed during uptrend. So Bitcoin remaining above the CPI trend line means we are expecting not just only the upcoming week but even the upcoming month for Bitcoin to be bullish. So that's why guys, that's why it's very important for us to hold this trend line, support above 105,000 if you want to continue with this uptrend. Otherwise, this Williams alligator indicator will be acting as resistance. Yes guys, if the price fails to find proper support over 105,000, this Williams alligator indicator will be looked as resistance, which could be pushing the price of Bitcoin like this. I mean, to the downside, indicators are still showing weakness. Despite price of Bitcoin turning bullish, indicators are still lagging this move. If you look at this MACD is still bearish, RSI is still struggling to remain above 50, and T3 CCI indicator still in a negative territory. So what we want the price of Bitcoin to do is to hold the support above 104, 105,000, because by doing that, this bearish indicator will start turning bullish. MACD turning bullish, RSI clearly heading above 50, and T3CCI indicator in a positive territory. So in the medium short term, we just need the price of Bitcoin to find support above 104, 105,000. Otherwise, this central line could be acting as resistance along with the Williams alligator indicator. I mean, this central line or the basis line will be acting as resistance. So to avoid a continuation like this, Bitcoin must hold the support around 104, 105,000. And why is it so important? Because parallelly, we were also talking about this head and shoulder type of formation, and this move here, we don't want it to turn out into a fake out. So to avoid this bearish continuation, to avoid Bitcoin falling below 100,000 again, we need this CPI trendline support to hold the price above 104, 105,000. Because if we fail to do that, then despite this bullish continuation, it is going to be looked as a weekend fake out. I mean, a temporary relief rally before heading towards the original direction. So please guys, please do not get fooled. I even went through a few comments saying, Anup, do you still believe Bitcoin could see a move around 95,000? Guys, I have been in this space since 2016. I have seen unexpected scenarios unfolding. So that's why a pullback around 95,000, even if that plays out, it doesn't mean we are bearish. I've been very clear about that. It could be giving us a great buying opportunity, because if you look at this price structure, you can see it will be looked as a retest. Line which previously rejected us will be retested, which in our case will be acting as support. So doesn't matter whichever scenario plays out. For now, we just need the price of Bitcoin to hold this trend line above 104, 105,000. And even if that fails, if Bitcoin fails to hold this ground around 104, 105,000, close to weekly below that range, doesn't matter. Even in that case, even in a worst case scenario, if you zoom out, you can see it is going to give us a buying opportunity. So if you have any doubt, I suggest you guys to simply zoom out. So guys, this were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.